Ahoy there, it's Rain, and I'm here to talk about Article 11 and Article 13. There was a vote the other day and they were pushed through, unfortunately, which does mean that in the upcoming months or even year, we will see probably Article 11 and 13 being enforced. But, you can always harass your MPs. I'll come to that in a second. Article 11 puts a great deal of restrictions on the sharing of news articles, like I'm doing right now. This kind of video wouldn't be allowed because I'm sharing news articles, I'm linking to news articles. This article is supposed to be their content, their copyrighted content, and it would be treated as so since Article 11 is probably going to pass. Article 13, on the other hand, focuses more on internet uploads. Websites such as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff, even personal blog websites, will be required legally to install censoring algorithms that deal with content that has copyrighted material in it accordingly. Unfortunately, not everything that contains copyrighted material is stealing or even abusing the material in a way that would be considered illegal. So that means that their use, gameplay, fan art, covers, all that stuff, memes, everybody knows about the memes part of it. They will all be picked up by these algorithms, these censorship machines and AI, and they will be taken down along with the other videos, the very few that actually abuse copyright law on the internet, because they already have been claimed whether or not they are fair use by a lot of companies. So some people will say, oh, this already happens, but I'll say, yeah, it already happens, but not all of it is legal. You could probably take a company to court and say, this person has wrongly claimed my video or something like that. There was a request to change Article 13 so the country's laws overwrite it, but it was denied. So free use doesn't really matter anymore. So YouTube can basically detect copyright information. Just using YouTube for example, YouTube can detect copyright material in your work and then make your video not accessible to the public or Europe, or take it down, that kind of thing. And why would they do that? Because it's easier. It's easier than getting people to thoroughly look through every single video or content that goes through these filters to check whether they are abusing the system or legally using copyrighted material. Here's another thing I want to talk about. Knowledge on these articles that were passed. The man behind the EU's copyright law is surprised by what's in the proposal. This is a news article, so clearly the headline is exaggerated. This is basically this guy called Axel Voss. Well, I hope he's called Axel Voss. Yes, Axel Voss. There was something in one of the articles about recording sports footage. Restrictions on filming sports footage, sporting events. And he didn't know this was in the proposal that he voted for. Which is a small thing, and I didn't know about it either, but it's kind of ridiculous for someone with that much power to not know what they're voting on. Even if it's just little details like that. I mean, imagine if there's a little detail that says pets are illegal or something like that. And then they voted on it and then they said, oh dear, I didn't realise that was in the amendment. I didn't realise that was in the article. It's a bit silly. I mean, these people are paid to represent everyone's countries in Europe. They really should know little details like this. Here's a quote. "They do not believe people in Europe really are worried about what this directive will bring. People don't seem really worried about Article 11 and Article 13, and I guess it's pretty true. People just brush it off as memes being illegal, and it's so much more than that. Pages and pages more than that. So, what do? Here. You can watch this video if you want, it's actually quite good." These were the people that voted for, these were the people that voted against, these are the people that refused to vote. Article 11. By one person this vote got through. Article 13 by 5 people. Because it doesn't sound as silly, does it? We are trying to stop people from abusing copyright on the internet. And they think, oh yeah, that's a great idea, but they don't know how it will be actually played out in real life, because it's not that simple, is it? I don't know how big of an outrage people can make so this actually doesn't work out. Here's your friends you need to talk to. If you're from Germany, you need to talk to this guy. I'm sure you all know him, he recently became a meme. Anyone else from Germany? No. Germans. Get this guy's email. Chat him up. Get those digits. If you're from the Czech Republic, here's your lad. Email him now. Tell him how upset you are and why. People from Spain, Poland, Hungary, everyone else. Come on. We need to explain to these guys why they are wrong and how the internet works. Loads of people's work is going to be thrown down the drain. For what? A company to make a couple more pounds on stealing ad revenue from someone else? That already happens, but it's going to be much, much worse. It's going to be enforced this time. Let's help these guys out. Tell them, look, I don't know what you can do, but I need you to do something. Sometimes we want to just use articles like this for evidence without having to pay anything. Sometimes we just want to talk about stuff. Why should I have to pay to make a video where I share an article and give credit? Why should I have to pay to follow a Bob Ross tutorial or have my video taken down? You know, I get paid £500 an hour. I could have gotten paid £600 an hour if those people on the internet didn't use my copyrighted material for free use. It's silly, isn't it? Who is this benefiting? Please, don't leave this and do nothing. Tell your friends, tell your grandmother, tell your pet dog and the neighbour's child. If you want your internet to stay the same, sometimes you just gotta ring some homies. Speaking of telling people, tell websites, I guess. I mean, back in July, the Italian, Spanish, Polish and UK Wikipedia blacked out in protest against the copyright directive. If more websites did that, more people would know about this. Imagine if YouTube didn't work for a day. Do you know how crazy people would get over that? And let's be honest, I'm pretty sure YouTube doesn't want to delete so many videos that's being uploaded to their website. They're missing out on a lot of ad revenue and a lot of potential for more views, more creators, all that stuff. Who really wants to enforce these things? They're so overly and unnecessarily complicated. That's all we can do right now, is just create outrage. That's all we can do. And then maybe they'll change their minds. Just maybe. Thanks for watching this stupid unscripted video. Farewell.